whatever you do, do not start an SMMA in 2023. If you're new to the SMMA space and you've recently tried to start your own agency and pitch social media management to e-commerce clients or really anybody nowadays, you'll know that it's extremely hard to get clients. That is much due to the oversaturation of everybody on YouTube figuring out how good of a business model this is and how easy it is to get from 0 to 10K a month by just offering social media management services. In this video, I'm going to talk about some services that you can provide in place of social media management to get your foot in the door and offer social media management down the line. For example, I offer email marketing as a main pillar of my agency, and I use that to get my foot in the door, and now I run social media for a lot of these companies that I do email marketing for because I've already established a relationship with them, and offering my other services is really not a problem at all. Whereas if I was just going to reach out to them and pitch social media management services, well, business owners nowadays get 5 to 10 emails a day from people that want to do that. And if you're trying to get into the money-making space in the agency world, social media management is not it. So I'm going to talk about some services that you can provide in place of social media management so that you can provide that later down the line. Now, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. All I do ask is that you, 1, hit the like button, and 2, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out if you do go on to enjoy the video. But enough of that, let's get into the first service. So service number 1, I talk about it a lot, is lead generation. Now, you're not going to offer this to e-commerce clients, as really the leads for e-commerce businesses are pretty much just consumers and customers all around the world. This is more B2B related, where you're getting people into a brick and mortar store, or you're just driving website traffic through ads and building email funnels. So there's 3 main ways that I know you can drive lead generation. The biggest pillar, obviously, number 1 is email marketing. Now, the framework behind this is pretty much just 1, creating a good ad with an incentive to sign up. That ad is then attached to a landing page, and then once they get to the landing page, they then sign up and get a code or a digital product, whatever it is, for free, whatever is incentivizing them to sign up. And then as their business goes on, those leads that put in their name, number, birthday, whatever it may be, email address into that landing page turn into a lead that then they can contact for business. The second way I know about lead gen is Twitter. So a lot of people do Twitter nowadays because it's kind of uncertain. Twitter could, very well in the next 5 years go crazy, and it could also plummet. But that is the perfect opportunity right now to hop on it. And Twitter lead gen is very successful for people that do run lead gen agencies as just a pillar of what they do. And all this really would entail is creating a good cold script and then going after your target audience, whether it's CEOs, officers, people that make content on Twitter, and giving them a deal that really just entices them to, do whatever your client wants, whether that's like a coaching business or whether it's a social media management software. There's tons of things that you can offer through lead gen, but Twitter DMs is very, very powerful. And then the third pillar that I want to back that up with is LinkedIn. Obviously, the home base for everything business, right? I mean, B2B businesses kind of live on LinkedIn, and it's very important to create a presence on there, as well as generating leads through the same cold script. It's very popular on LinkedIn, more so than Twitter. That's why I put it at the third pillar, because it's a little bit saturated. That being said, if your offer's good, anything can happen. A good way to structure an offer for lead generation is promising a certain percentage of bump in leads per month, or they get a certain percentage of revenue back if you don't achieve that. Essentially, you're promising them more leads, and if they don't do that, you can either offer them a full refund or like an 85 to 90% refund based on what you charge. If you're new to lead gen and you're looking for a good offer, I would price it around $500 to $1,000 and then give a 90 to 95% refund if you don't achieve whatever goals you're setting out to. Look, the whole backbone behind any service, behind any outreach strategy is a good offer. You could send 10,000 emails a day, but if your offer is terrible, nobody's going to take you up on it. And likewise, if you have a great offer but you're only sending 10 emails a day, that's not going to cut it either. Find the good mix and stick with it. And lead generation is a very popular thing that could be oversaturated by the end of this year, so hop in it right now. And then once you establish a relationship with that client, you can then offer social media management down the line. The second service I'm going to talk about is email or SMS marketing. Now, this could go for B2B or e-commerce marketing. Really, any business needs a good email funnel in order to get to that next level. For e-commerce clients, there was a study done where the top 500 companies that do email marketing found a 30% revenue bump in return to cart sales if they had a return to cart flow, as opposed to if they did not have a return to cart flow. And that's something you could pitch to your client. Certainly something that I talk to my clients about. But really, email marketing, SMS marketing, go in the same kind of flow. Essentially, you're building an email list through paid traffic or organic social media. And then once you have a good list of people, maybe a couple thousand, 10,000, 100,000, you then blast them with emails, whether it's a weekly, monthly newsletter, whether it's new deals or offerings that the business has, but you're really just creating the build process and then the management process once you do have the people. Like I said, the structure is a little bit different for e-commerce and B2B businesses. Nonetheless, the framework stays the same in the fact that you're just trying to build a list and then blast whatever your offer is to them, whatever the business's offer is to them. It's a very valuable part of marketing and a huge pillar of marketing that I think a lot of people overlook because emails are old nowadays, which is just not true. So again, email marketing is going to be a great funnel you can use to then offer social media management down the line, because email marketing and social media kind of go hand in hand. If you're really wanting to build an organic list building process or strategy, a lot of that is going to stem from either blog posts on a website or social media advertising really organically. So I say advertising, but really just posting regular posts saying like, if you have 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, and you can get like 100 of those people to sign up with an incentive to sign up, that's going to work very, very well for you because you can just offer the social media management down the line. Now, a good way you can frame an offer is adding a certain number of people to that email list, depending on what the business is at, at the time you contact them. And then if you don't reach that number, they get a full refund, or like I said earlier, a certain percentage of a refund so that you're not going out completely dry. But email marketing is a great funnel to SMMA nonetheless. The third service you could frame your new agency out of is content or design marketing. A lot of e-commerce clients want this and need this because you're essentially taking the ad creative and the social media creative and outsourcing it to an agency that would create that process. Now, that being said, you do need some graphical design and photography / videography, experience behind that. But at the end of the day, a lot of people get into the agency life and the agency world to outsource the work. So this is a good offer if you're just wanting to outsource the work to graphic designers, to content marketers, whoever it may be. There's a ton of people out there that will do, the design work for you. But pitch them with new social media templates, new email templates, new things on the website that you could add on a monthly or yearly basis that would keep your agency relevant within their business. Now, obviously, this is a very good segue to social media management, because if they have a social media manager that's just doing their designs in Canva or Photoshop and they're really, they don't know what they're doing, you could pitch them on whatever freelancer you're hiring on your team or whatever experience you may have yourself. And an aesthetically pleasing social media profile is step number one to creating a good brand engagement strategy. And you could pitch them on something like this. If somebody comes across your social media profiles and they see that it's not aesthetically pleasing, if you're posting random content here and there, you're kind of out of whack with your content upload schedule, the least that they can do is up the production of the content, and your whole agency would provide them with high quality designs and content that they can then frame whatever their offers, whatever their deals and discounts they're having around, because that's the backbone of your agency, is making everything look aesthetically pleasing. That would then translate into you taking over the social media as a whole. And once they realize the importance of having you on the team, you could just then say, hey, I'll also just manage the social media and create the posts. I'm already creating the posts, might as well upload them as well, and then charge them a few $100s, whatever your social media management fee is per month, to kind of just manage that as well. And then again, use that case study for future clients, and then you see the snowball that's happening here. Look, SMMA is a great business model, but I think the term SMMA gets jumbled up with a lot of services and online digital marketing, and there's really tons of things you could do within the agency world outside of social media management. SMMA has become way oversaturated, and you need to get into the market with a non-saturated service like lead generation, email, SMS marketing, and content design marketing. There's just tons of opportunity out there, and I don't want you to get stuck in one niche service that is way oversaturated. You're not going to find any results. You're not even going to find replies to your email, because like I said, business owners are now being hit up 5, 10, even 20 times a day for people that want to do their social media. Get your foot in the door with a non-saturated, desirable service, do really good work for them, and actually care about their business and provide really good services. And then once you're, establishing that relationship, then you offer social media management. That's the business model that I use. That's the one you should use as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you did get to this point in the video and you enjoyed this video, please, again, hit that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.